What up, gamers? It is Will777JP, and we are back with another one, y'all. And today it is, well, time of recording is March 3rd. You guys will be seeing this video March 4th. But February is over, y'all. February is over. So, as I do every month, I like to give you guys a recap of the games that I beat the previous month, right? Because I wait till the month is over, and then as soon as it's over, I go ahead and make my video of the games that I beat. And in that list, I like to include the title of the game, where I played it, how long it took me to beat, and if I remember, I try to give you total gaming time between those games. Of course, there are numerous games that I play in between the games that I beat, which I will talk about in a little bit. But first, before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys for watching all the videos. I know I've been posting a lot of videos like crazy, so you guys probably haven't been able to catch up. But hey, my goal is to post a video every day, and if I can't every day, at least every other day. So thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for being subscribed. Thank you guys for commenting and giving me suggestions. It means the world to me. If you aren't subscribed, please do so, man. I'm really trying to increase the subscriber count. My first goal is 500. I'm trying to reach that by summer, and of course I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. So help me out, man. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I do post a lot of videos. Getting back into it. So February was a good month, man. February was a really good month for me as far as gaming goes. I was able to beat see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in February, which is a big increase in comparison to last February of 2024. In February 2024, well, I got my list here. Once again, I got my trusty notebook, guys. You know what I mean? So I keep notes. Well, I really keep notes in my phone, but I transfer them over to my notebook because I'm using my phone for recording. But last February in 2024, I beat 2 games. That's it, y'all. 2 games, which was Laika Age Through Blood, which I beat February 26th. That took me 37 hours. And Banishers Ghost of New Eden, which I beat February 29th. Took me 45 hours. So that's 45, 65, 75, 85. So that's, about 92 hours. And you will see that this February, even though I beat 6 games, is roughly about the same amount of gaming time. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I tried playing as many games as I could. Well, not as many games as I could, but my Game Pass expired or is about to expire here this month. So I really wanted to finish Ninja Gaiden Black. Now, Ninja Gaiden Black is a game that got released during the Xbox Developers Direct. It got shadow dropped on Game Pass, and I started playing it. Then I dropped it for about a week, and then I picked it back up. So that is the first game that I beat this month, or February, was Ninja Gaiden. I beat that game February 6th. And that game was actually a pretty long game, man. It took me 18 hours. 18 hours to beat, y'all. So, generally when games are, linear, they're kind of short, right? On the short end. Sometimes 10 to 14, 15 hours. Ninja Gaiden took me a little bit longer. What I really liked about Ninja Gaiden is it took me back to those PlayStation 360 days, that had all those like super linear games, action heavy, and I had a great time with it, man. I really did. Now, there were some things that kind of frustrated me about it, like the camera. The camera was probably the biggest pain in the butt with this game, man. And sorry that I'm muting the TV, but whenever I leave the sound on, I get YouTube doesn't like that too much. But Ninja Gaiden Black is a remaster that they announced during the developer direct, and the game was gorgeous, man. It really looked good. They did a great job with it. I never played the original. Well, I played a little bit of it. I never played more than a couple hours. But from what I remember, it's a huge update to the visuals of the game. The combat was phenomenal. I love the character designs, especially the females, man. Like, I miss the era when the women looked very feminine and they were badass. They fought really well. And some of the my favorite characters on Ninja Gaiden are women, right? I just love them, man. I mean, they're hot. Their powers are badass. They're usually very mobile. They have cool weapons. They have cool powers, and that's something that I really enjoyed about Ninja Gaiden Black, man. And I like that you can switch between the characters too. Now, not on purpose, right? The game has that designed into it. So one level you'll be playing as the main character, then the next level you'll be one of the females, then you'll go back to the main character, then another female, and it really helped switch up the game, right? So very, very cool. Really, really enjoyed that. There's a physical copy of Ninja Gaiden Black coming out on play or for PlayStation. I'm still contemplating if I want to purchase it or not. I don't know, but I kind of want to add it to the collection. But because I did beat it, it's a game that I won't be playing for a long, long time. It's a good game, but it's not, a game where you'll see me play a whole bunch. The next game that I beat in February is Halo Reach, which I beat February 8th, and that game took me 10 hours. Now, Halo Reach I think it's my favorite Halo. Actually, it is my favorite Halo game. Whenever I get that itch to play a shooter, I always go back to Halo. Every single time, man. And I'm surprised because this time around, I didn't get caught up in the series. Normally, when I play Halo and I start with Halo Reach because it's the first game in the story, I jump to Halo CE, I then jump into Halo 2, Halo 3, so on and so forth. I didn't do that this time. I stopped myself. As soon as that itch was kind of scratched, I stopped playing Halo. But what can I say? Reach's story is just so phenomenal, and it's crazy to me because Master Chief ain't even in the game, right? But you do play as a badass Spartans, and the story is emotional. Also, the way that some of these characters get developed in such a short game is super, super impressive. The next game that I beat, which is where my Halo itch stopped, is Halo CE. And I beat that February 14th. That took me 10 hours as well. Once I beat Halo Reach, I wanted to continue playing Halo, and I still had that shooter itch, and I went ahead and played CE, and it did scratch that itch, and that's where I stopped. I started playing, I think I got about 30 minutes into Halo 2, but I just wasn't feeling it anymore, and thank goodness, because last year I went through the whole IP twice, so a lot of Halo. But Halo CE, what can I say, man? The game that started it all is a game that I got introduced to it late in life, like a couple years ago, and it's a game that I see myself playing basically for the rest of my life. They're just phenomenal. I really, really hope they come to PlayStation. If they do, I'm gonna be buying collector edition, whatever edition they come out. That's what I'm gonna get, man. And that's if they do physical, which I'm really hoping they do. But Halo Reach or Halo CE was the third game that I beat in the month of February. So now we're gonna go ahead and switch consoles. So let me go ahead and turn off my Xbox. Let me grab my TV remote and head on back to PlayStation, because then I continued my gaming over there. So the very next game, which isn't high on life, it's in there, but the very next game that I beat was Sun and Bone. Sun and Bone. Yes, so Sun and Bone, here, let's play the trailer while I'm talking. Sun and Bone is a game that came out, hold up, I think it came out September of 2024. Yes, September 4th, 2024. And I remember that this was basically one of the first games I streamed on my channel being brand new. And I got a great reception with this game. I got about 500 views. And this game is your classic old school run and gun. I mean, like when you think about, literally, I talk about so much about PS3 360 era. This game is the definition of that. You basically go around this map, you collect weapons, you shoot dinosaurs. There's a boss fight in every level, and super interesting game. But I played it a little bit when it came out in September. I then put it down because even though I had a good time with Sun and Bone, you can tell that it's a budget game, right? Now the developer, shout out to them, Team Kill Media. They are a small indie developer, and it's between, I think it's 3 or 4 brothers that run the studio and make the games. And you can tell that the game is, lacking the money that we normally see in some of the bigger games. And it does take a little way, I don't want to say it takes away from it, but when we're so used to playing these big, $100-200 million game, it makes it a little bit hard to go back. But the great thing about this game is that the gameplay is so fun that you kind of forget about all of that, right? So Sun and Bone took me basically from September, playing it on and off. I played a few hours when it came out in September, then I put it down for about a month. I think I played another 20-30 minutes, then I put it down for a few weeks, another 20-30 minutes, and then I put it down, and then I picked it up one more time, and that time I think I played a few hours, like 2 or 3 hours, and then I put it down till February. And then February is when I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go back and beat this game, and that's what I did. And it took me 16 hours to do so. And the cool thing is, I beat this game February 16th, and it took me 16 hours to do. So I didn't mean to do that on purpose. It's the way that I worked out. Shout out to Team Kill Media, man. The next game that I beat was Akimbot. Now, Akimbot is another game that I purchased summer of 2024 based on Nelson Gaming Culture's recommendation. Shout out to Nelson. He really enjoyed this game, and he was recommending it to all of us, all of his friends. And I played the game. Took me 17 hours to beat the game. And it is a cool little indie platformer, man. It reminded me so much of Ratchet and Clank. Your main character is a robot, you have a sidekick, and you're trying to save the world. I mean, pretty simple. The coolest thing about this damn game, oh, by the way, yeah, that's from the same people that made Pumpkin Jack. But the coolest thing about this damn game was the last 10 hours or so. Not only does the game switch genres, it switches different gaming. Like you go from an arcade shooter to like a strategy. You go from 3D to 32-bit. It is crazy the way they did it. The last boss fight was phenomenal. There were some annoying parts in there because it's another game that feels a little budgety, but for $15-20, man, it's a great game. It's a long game, and it's also harder than you would expect, man. You thinking, oh, this is a 3D platform and this is gonna be easy. No, I mean, I don't want to say it's a super hard game like a Souls game, but it definitely has some challenging parts to it, and you definitely will die more than a few times. But Akimbot, I beat February 18th, took me 17 hours, and it's a game that I've been playing on and off for the last 8-9 months or so, and I finally decided to hone down and beat it. And you'll see that especially with the last 3 games. So after I beat Halo, or it started with Ninja Gaiden, where all right, I'm just gonna beat this game. I got that itch to kind of beat games that I've kind of been leaving lingering, and Sun and Bone was another one of those. Akimbot was another one, and the last one that I beat in February is Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, I beat February 20th, and it took me 14 hours. And I even made a review on YouTube with Hi-Fi Rush, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I put a lot of effort into it. But what can I say about Hi-Fi Rush? Hi-Fi Rush is actually the game that I've been playing the longest on this list. I've been playing this game, when did it come out? July 2023. I bought the game right around that time, and I've been playing it on and off since then. Guys, it's 2025, so we're going on 2 years. So I would play it not play it for a month or 2 months. Play it, not play it for a month or 2 months. Play it for a few hours, and I did that for almost 2 years. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish this damn game. I have to be close to the end, and I had a good time with it. It's it has some unique things into it, like the talking guns, the comedy in it. It's very, very unique. You don't see that in many video games nowadays. But I just felt like there was something lacking in there, and once again, I defer you to my review of the game. I give a lot of details and a lot of specifics about Hi-Fi Rush. But those are the 6 games that I beat in the month of February for a total of 95 hours. So in the month of February, it took me 95 hours to beat 6 games. There were other games that I played, of course, during February. For example, at the end of February, after Hi-Fi Rush, is when I started playing Prey, which I beat in March. I also, here, let's go back to my main page. So I've been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter, Aztec Forgotten God, Cyberpunk, Whisker Squadron, even The Quarry. You know what I'm saying? So, I play a lot of games. I play all sorts of different games. I'm not tied to one specific genre or anything like that. And currently, right now, I'm playing Nobody Wants to Die, which I paused to make this video. So there y'all have it, man. These are my games beat in the month of February. Let me know in the comment section down below if you were able to beat any games in the month of February. I know Nelson Gaming Culture beat Banishers in February. Also, Iron Man beat Monster Hunter Avowed in February. And also, shout out to my boy Henry Heck, who beat Tales of Iron in February. He also beat Ender Magnolia in February. So let me know, man, what games have you beat in the month of February? Or what games did you invest a lot of time in the month of February? So here's my list. So there y'all have it, man. I won't keep you guys much longer. Thank you so much for being here and rocking with the channel. Please hit the like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Keep it gaming.